Hey, welcome back to Power Tarot. Today we're going to be going over the Moonology Oracle Deck. It's a 44 card deck and guidebook by Yasmin Bolin, and the artwork is by Nix Rowan. First off, comes in a really nice sturdy box, so if you like to store your cards on a shelf or something like that, it works nicely with that. Just keeps everything nice and tidy. Really like the box, super sturdy. And then inside you have the guidebook. I've already put the cover back. I've been using it quite a bit lately. So you have the guidebook and then your 44 cards. Just off the bat, these cards are really, really pretty. Even the backs of them, they're nice matte. They're a little bit wide, as you can see on my hand. A little bit long, so I find them a bit difficult to shuffle just because they're kind of big, but oracle cards are usually bigger. So nothing out of the ordinary there. And then really beautiful artwork throughout. And I'll go through each card in a minute so that you can see them. The guidebook is fairly straightforward. It has a little kind of just introduction at the beginning, and then an overview of the phases of the moon. Here, a little section on how to work with these cards, a couple of basic spreads that you could use with these cards, and then it just dives right into explanations on each card. Each one has about a page and a half I don't think any of them are longer than really a page and a half. So kind of just a general explanation over here. And then this is kind of cool. These little kind of, I don't know, they're almost like bullet points. Attuned to the moon. I am reevaluating the situation, if I could talk. And then additional meanings for this card. And there's like usually 3 or 4 kind of additional meanings, just kind of, little quick to the point kind of things. All in all, the explanations are pretty short and sweet. So there's not a lot of, fluff, I guess you could say, with all of the descriptions. This is a very zodiac-oriented oracle deck, as well as the phases of the moon, and then some special moons, like super moons, blue moons, things like that. I'll be honest, I've been working with this deck a lot recently, but I've actually had it a very long time. And when I first got it, I had a hard time connecting with it. I didn't really know what to do with it. For example, here, I'll just kind of walk you through. So like these first cards are like, you have new moon, waxing moon, full moon, and then it gets into new moons in each zodiac, right? So new moon in Taurus we have here, new moon in Leo, and then it goes into the full moons in each zodiac sign as well. So like full moon, and then here in the back it's kind of some just different moons, fixed moon, blue moon, that kind of thing. But I didn't know, what to do. Like, say if I'm reading in a waxing moon and I pull like dark moon, or I pull, waning moon, like, well, what does that mean? I'm in a full moon, so what do I do with this waning moon energy, right? So I just didn't really know what to do with it. So it kind of sat on my shelf for a little bit, and then I don't know, one day just kind of got the bug to pick it up, and I started just pulling cards kind of randomly, and made it a point to pull every day. So like I kept it by my bedside and I just started pulling every day. And one thing that really struck me was I kept pulling the same cards over again, and I was making sure I was shuffling, right? I mean, I was shuffling like casino style. I was shuffling just in my hands, and I kept pulling the same card, and I was like, okay, so I spread them all out on the table and I did like the wash shuffle, where it's just a big mess, and I still kept pulling the same card. I was like, all right, well, obviously this deck is trying to tell me something. And so I did some manifesting magic with it, and sure enough, man, I had some nice little gifts come my way. So after that, of course, I was sold with this deck and started using it a bit more. really just learning how to harness kind of, okay, even though I'm in one phase of the moon or one zodiac sign of the moon, just because I pull a different card, it makes sense, right? So I'll kind of just go through the deck so you can see each one and talk about them as we go. All right, if I could actually get the camera here, right? Okay, so we start off, we have new moon, and it just says a new start is coming, right? So nice, simple, straightforward. Again, a little more in the guidebook, but really kind of what you see is what you get. So a new start is coming. Great, we know that. New moon, right? Waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. It's a really beautiful picture. I really love the artwork in this deck. First quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. Gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goals. Full moon. Surrender to the divine. Okay. Disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Balsamic moon. A time for healing. Perfect. Now we're into the new moons. New moon in Aries. It's time to take action. New moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. Amen. New moon in Gemini. Communication is key. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. This card's been coming up a lot for me lately. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Full moon in Aries. Obviously now we're into the full moons, and it's going to repeat through all 12 zodiac again. So full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So, okay, so like a card like this, right? Like, who doesn't want to pull that card in the morning before they head out into the world, right? So as I got a little more like comfortable with working with the deck, and I could kind of get over being in different moon signs, you know, I was using it more as you know, as oracles, duh, right? You know, and just little messages that I needed to hear. Things like, you are good enough. Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Scorpio. It is time to release negativity, right? Good message. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Pisces. Balance spirituality and practicality. And now we're into the kind of more rare moons, right? So new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. Waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Waning moon. What do you need to release? Void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. This one reminds me of the 8 ball, like signs point to no, right? Cardinal moon. Be bold and make the first move. Fixed moon. Hold your vision. Mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Supermoon. Emotions are running high. Blue Moon, believe in the impossible. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. And North Node, step out of your comfort zone. So you can see it's a really beautiful deck if this is kind of your style. I sometimes like to use decks that don't have images of people on them. It's really nice to have something that's a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, something without people on them. Something less anthropomorphic, right? And more kind of, this deck is really good for kind of intuitive work, in my personal opinion. So yeah, so if you already have this deck and maybe you're struggling with it, give it another shot. Try what I did and maybe just try pulling cards with it every day. Or if you think that it's something that you might like, it's definitely worth a try. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck, and it feels really nice just all around. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I do daily tarot, I do daily readings, so, so hit that subscribe button and you'll get notifications every time one of those readings comes up. And I will see you later. Thanks.